Is it just me, or is it the more that Lizzo whines and complains, the more we believe her backup dancers? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and Lizzo is getting slammed for her latest message, trying to explain what she meant when she quit, which she actually did do, but now she's trying to claim she isn't. Oh my God, I'm so over Lizzo. Look, when the lawsuit came, I was trying to look at both sides. There was some seemingly credible stuff in there from her backup dancers that were saying that, you know, she put them in some uncomfortable spots. Yeah, it seemed like they had some case there. Some of the case has been thrown away, not all of it. That said, this has been an ongoing publicity battle for Lizzo, and now she's fed up. She, about 4 days ago, put out this message that went everywhere all over the news, telling everybody she quit. We're going to go through it again. And now she's changed her tune. Well, that's not what I meant, guys. Oh my God, I'm so annoyed and so over this. Meanwhile, the dancers are just having a field day with it, and she's getting slammed by them and by Crisis PR expert who we love, Molly McPherson, who did a wonderful breakdown that I want to share with you about just how bad Lizzo is looking, how stupid all of this is. So let's break it all down. I want to play you these clips from Lizzo and from Molly. Before we do that, let's start where it all happened. So yes, she shared this I quit message 4 days ago. Let's deep breaths. Let's read it again just for posterity. I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want to do is make music and make people happy and help the world be a little bit better than how I found it. How she found it. This is so entitled the way she's writing this. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies, being told about me for clout and views, being the butt of the joke every single time because of how I look, my character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this S. I quit. Peace. Now, listen. Nobody wants to hear a millionaire complain and whine about internet bullies. I'm sorry, it's a part of your tax of being famous. You have a lot of perks that come with being a celebrity. And yes, one of the negatives is that there's a lot of trolls. And let's be honest, Lizzo, you amplify it. You are so body positive, confident. You knew what you were going to be going up against. You always have. And you've tried your best to sort of stay up to it. And look, it can get brutal for celebrities. It can. I'm not trying to dispute that. However, you're not a victim here. Stop whining and complaining. You have serious accusations you're battling, and this isn't helping matters. So you quit? Oh, I quit. I can't handle all the internet comments against me. I'm sorry. I don't have empathy for this. There's real problems in the world. The last thing any of us really need to worry about is Lizzo being trolled on the internet. Oh my God, just get offline. Just get offline, dude. Go use your millions to go travel and do whatever the hell you want. Just get offline. I am so sick of this. Anyway, she's complaining, I quit. And everyone's like, nonsense. Her own dancers that are suing her through their lawyer, she continues to blame everyone else. This is just a joke. Here's the quote from their Los Angeles-based attorney, Ron Zambrano. In a blistering statement, it's a joke that Lizzo would say she's being bullied by the internet when she should instead be taking an honest look at herself. Her latest post is just another outburst seeking attention, I would agree, and trying to deflect from her own failings as she continues to blame everyone else for the predicament she is in. Lizzo's legal and public relations strategy is a failure. She is so desperately trying to play the victim. Lizzo has thrown these childish tantrums before. No one actually believes she is quitting music, and no one is. Neither does Molly, and Molly's going to give a blistering statement of her own, calling out just how bad this was. Now, Lizzo's response said nearly half of his case dismissed, 18 independent witnesses siding with Lizzo, no settlement on the way to get him his tasty contingency fee. Ron has started making wild personal attacks that have absolutely nothing to do with the clients who he is supposedly representing. We would humbly recommend that Ron start representing his clients and stop representing just himself. It's a whole package, girl. You don't get to just go complain because the lawyer of the people. I'm sure the dancers love what Ron's doing. I absolutely am confident in it. So nice spin. Anyway, she's out there. I quit. And then nope. Immediately she's promoting her swimwear. Yiddy. Beautiful. Love these. She says here, sorry, where was the next one? It's right here. This is all marketing. Shortest quitting ever. She's completely not quitting. She's back and she's promoting her swimwear. Just so we're clear on her quitting. I quit. I quit. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't quit. You're clearly not quitting. This is all marketing. And then when you realized you had to say something before you did your whole, haul video wearing all of your own bathing suits, here's what she dropped latest. Ready for this one?
I want to make this video because I just need to clarify. When I say I quit, I mean I quit giving.
Did you see that edit? I'm sorry to interrupt, but so clearly someone was like, no, trim all that, girl. Just get to the point.
I quit giving any negative energy attention when I'm not.
This is so edited. Someone went through and like, Lizzo, even your statement's not good enough. There's so many quick little cuts.
I'm not gonna quit. Is the joy of my life, which is making music, which is connecting to people. Because I know I'm not alone. In no way, shape, or form am I the only person who is experiencing.
Why is she doing this in a bathing suit? And she doesn't want hate, guys. She doesn't want it.
That negative voice that seems to be louder than the positive. If I can just give one person the inspiration or motivation to stand up for themselves and say they quit letting negative people win, negative comments win, then I've done even more than I could have hoped for. With that being said, I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep being me. Once again, I just want to say thank you. The love that I've received, means more than you know.
Oh, because it's so hard out there. Meanwhile, cut. This was cut to death. This was cut to death. And then, of course, she did this because got to bring in the new haul of the
plunge one piece.
Look at these Yeti suits. I'm not quitting. I'm selling more. I'm just complaining. And yep,
it is swimwear that really truly has you suits in there.
Check them out.
The back is kind of cheeky. I feel like I can show you guys.
No, I don't think we can show here on YouTube. Anyway, let's get to what Molly said, because I think Molly is spot on with what she's about to lay down here. Molly McPherson, if you aren't following her over on TikTok, we're going to try and get her back. She slammed a message, but she's in the middle of touring. Go follow her on TikTok, Instagram if you haven't already. She gives such good insight. Here she is responding to Lizzo quitting.
No. Come on, Lizzo. No. We are not going to quit. The world does not want Lizzo to quit and remove herself from it.
Well, some do. I will correct Molly there, but she's being nice.
Now, we understand, particularly people on the internet understand, creators understand. When people come at you, it's rough. I've been a little salty the last couple weeks because there's a narrative that I fear will take hold, and we do not want it to take hold. And that is where we lump everyone together in the internet and put them on full blast for coming at people like Lizzo, or for coming at, royal entities. Are two very distinct groups on the internet, okay? There are the trolls, and then there's the internet, which represents public opinion. This
so important. I'm pausing just because she's so spot on. Everyone generalizes and immediately victimizes themselves and labels the whole internet. When I go up after some of my haters, I'll say the sugars because they're a specific part of the internet. It's not the whole internet, but no, Lizzo is trying to blame the entire internet. It's against me. No, it's not.
New narrative of blaming the internet for these crisis outcomes. That video that we all saw last Friday, that wasn't because of the internet. It was because a palace created such a hole, such a vacuum of information, and filled it with anonymous sources, red herrings, videos, tabloid intermediaries, altered images. It got to the point where that bad PR forced someone to make a video. Here, same thing. It was legal that caused the problems for Lizzo. It's not the internet. It was the choice to hire a legal bulldog, and that legal bulldog was doing his job, which is to protect the legal liabilities of his client. And she's still not out of the clear. She's trying. You see all these little micro moves. She's trying, but I think she's very, very frustrated. And what's unfortunate is people have now been robbed of Lizzo. You know, people loved her as a talent, huge talent. They're robbed of her because of this legal case. So it's whoever counseled Lizzo to go that route. Because when you go the legal route, you go full denial. That's why you can't use denial as a tactic. It does not go hand in hand with crisis management.
100,000,000%. You guys listening?
Because when you deny, it automatically, reflexively means you have to blame someone else. And in this case, it was blaming the dancers. These dancers who get paid like this much, who work hard. It never was going to work. It was never going to work. So someone was really not looking out for Lizzo. The easiest like PR crisis to handle, so easy. All she would have had to do is settle, okay?
100%. If she just settled, this would have gone away. Her haters would have still mentioned it, but they're going to mention it regardless.
When a group of dancers do that, the evidence was pretty compelling, right? Like most reasonable people would believe the dancers. Maybe there were other things that crept in there that weren't true, but for the most part, everybody kind of believed it. So you know what you do? You settle. You settle with them. You don't keep fighting them months later. And then you just put out a statement. It could be a statement. It could be a video. You're all real. This one, Lizzo probably could have pulled it off, where you talk about how passionate you are about your music and you put all your energy into music, all your love, all your passion, and you do it. Why? You do it for the fans, because that's what you were born to do. That's what everything about you and your persona says about you. But you know what? I failed. I failed an important group. I put all my energy into the artists that I failed to support, my dancers. I didn't do it. I put too much into that, and I treated them improperly, whatever legalese that they're going to put her in there. And then she apologizes for it. She takes accountability for it, apologizes for it, and then says, you know what? And I've welcomed them back, because I have a new way of looking at it now where everyone deserves respect. I demand that all of you deserve respect. I deserve respect, but you know what? So do my dancers. So I'm going to invite them back. And if they do come back, could you imagine if she went on a concert? She would be doing a tour right now. Would have an album by now, but now she's so bogged down in this. Could you imagine, like when the dancers came out, the whole place would go, wow, crazy. Everybody would love Lizzo and love the dancers. She'd be through it. But instead, the legal strategy was to put her in a corner. And everybody knows, you don't put Baby in a corner. You don't put Lizzo in a corner. You don't put anyone in a corner. That's what denial does. You cannot let this narrative take hold that it's the internet's fault. It's not.
Nope.
Trolls are not the internet. The internet is public opinion. When public opinion is against you, it means that the PR campaign, legal plus PR campaign, is not working. Use the public as your bellwether to do a little audit on your crisis plan and tell you it ain't working, okay? So she can take her pause, and honestly, I wish someone would just talk to her and say, you know what? Psst, let's settle. And then we'll settle this mess.
Settle, 100%. Because look, I absolutely believe there's some truth to it. And there's a way to settle it with her saying something like, yeah, Molly couldn't have said it better. And she's right. As bite it, you're a celebrity, again, comes with sort of the reality of it. And yeah, you would be winning right now. You'd be on a world tour. You'd be having an album. Instead, she's complaining and then throwing in her swimsuits. Dude, this isn't working for me. No, I'm not. And I've never really not been I'm a hater of Lizzo. Some of her music's catchy. I'm not dislike her, but I dislike this version of Lizzo, the whiner, the blah, blah, blah. Dude, come on. Take some ownership. Enough already. And quit. If you keep saying you're quitting, I'm done. This is it. You don't get another one. You're on thin ice, Lizzo. Be careful. What do you guys think of this whole Lizzo debacle? Do you like her? Are you mad that she's not touring? Or you wish she wouldn't ever tour? I want to hear your thoughts. Make sure you hit the bells and the thumbs and their comments. I want to hear them down below. And stay tuned for more content here on Popcorn Planet.